Hey everyone, welcome to Small Talk Sundays, where I just do some small talk on Sundays and then upload the video at a very inopportune time on Monday. So, I kind of dropped the ball with the upload thing last week. Quite a bit how that turned out. Wanted to upload 2 videos that week as like the other one, and this time I failed to even upload 1. Dagnabbit. So that's gonna freaking suck, because I hate seeing 2 consecutive Small Talk Sundays on the freaking video upload list, because that means I missed a week, and that's gonna be something I'm gonna have to deal with soon. But yeah, the next episode, it was difficult to edit, not because of the actual editing part, but because of what I had to listen to most of the time. So it wasn't that the edits are very difficult to do, or it was like time consuming to do, or this video is not, in essence, the video is not going to be super edited in general compared to the other videos, I think. Most of the edits just going through is mostly just damage control. So the problem wasn't really like this edit is really hard to do, or there's a lot of edits I gotta do. It was mostly just the have you ever watched a video and then something came up that was just so absolutely abhorrently annoying that it actually affected you physically to your core, and your natural instinct is to just turn the video off as soon as possible and just move on to the next? That's pretty much what I was getting with this video. Every time I opened my mouth to try to voice a certain type of character, and I hate it. So a good chunk of the week was mostly just me trying to work up the nerve to listen to myself more and more to attempt this accent that I fail horrendously at. And there's only one moment where I genuinely do an okay-ish part of the accent, and it's oh my gosh. It's just really rough. It was really rough. And at this point, the actual playthrough part of the video is fully edited to how I want it to be, kind of. I would like a lot less of every time I open my mouth. But generally, it is pretty much finished where it is. Right now, I just have to figure out the intro and outro, because I've learned to do those last in the editing process, because that way I have a better feel as to what the video is going to be about, so I know generally what type of mood to set for it. I just got to get those worked out. I know roughly what the outro is going to be, but the intro is going to be a bit of a problem, because I don't know if I should go serious or humorous or a mix of the two. I'm going to try for humorous, but it kind of ended off on kind of a hype note for the last video, so I'm not sure what I'm quite going to do with that. But yeah, this is gonna be I beat myself up week, because I missed an upload. So as I said in the community post, I will upload this thing as soon as it is ready, and I apologize for the delay. And yeah, this is gonna be great. It's gonna be a great week, I bet. Oh boy, it's freaking fantastic. I had that to do, and I was actually, starting to play the game back and forth, and just editing to the game. Actually, and playing stuff, because usually, like, I'm sure I've mentioned this before, I'm like half AFK at a gathering node most of the time. So I actually spent some time playing the game last week. So that was a nice change of pace. But yeah, that's kind of kicking me in the butt, considering the lack of discipline I had to get back to the editing scene. So I apologize profusely for that, and I also want to thank you all for being so freakishly patient, and thank you all for even clicking on those videos, because I realize that 1 hour long duration is a really intimidating video length. And I actually kind of expect even for people to just like click it and watch maybe 5 to 10 minutes at a time, maybe get bored or just not really want to, not feeling up for it, and then they'll click off, go somewhere else, and then they'll pick up where they left off, because YouTube does this thing where it kind of saves where you left off, but maybe like 10 to 60 seconds before where you left off. It's kind of fuzzy as to where, for me personally, where it leaves off, but generally it's been alright. So people should come in and out and just watch different parts of the video. And that's all. I'm perfectly fine with that. It's an hour long video. It's a long time. And theoretically, I probably should just split it up into different parts, but considering how long just one moment of dialogue in a zone takes, I feel like it'll just be a bunch of videos of just barely anything happening. So I feel like just compiling a general zone into an hour and try to condense it as much as I can. It would be a lot faster if I didn't stop, if I didn't stutter as much as I do while reading things and speak clearly. So that would help, but that's not happening. It also already freaking helped if I didn't do accents all the freaking time. My accent is so bad, so freakishly bad. I hate it, and I know that I will keep doing that accent, even though I've looked back and seen and heard how terrible that accent is. I know for a fact I will keep on doing that accent or attempting that accent just non-stop, because it's just what I do. I will keep on talking and trying to imitate that accent, and my editing self is gonna hate that drastically, because I don't see myself doing any good accents in general. I suck at all of them. But, oh my lord, it's painful to listen to, and I'm actually, I'm apologizing in advance for even the content of that video, because if you ask me, that's like the worst video of the lot, just because of the way I talk about it alone. But I don't think it's even like a funny type of annoying. I think it's just like genuinely painful to hear annoying. So, yeah, I've just been struggling with that department. I'm gonna try to absolutely fit 2 videos this week. Like, if any week, now would be a good week to upload 2 videos, because missing 1 week of uploads, I don't like that. That's a no-go, and I hope the video that comes afterwards is gonna be easy, because that's probably gonna be on the shorter side. And yeah, we'll see how that works out. Yeah, that's pretty much the main thing I wanted to talk about. But yeah, I've just genuinely been really hesitant about this next part, because oh my lord, it's bad. I apologize for just being another like just nonsensical rant of like non-content. But yeah, that's primarily the only thing that's been going on for me. Also, my sleep schedule is completely kerfuffled because when I finally got myself to sit down to edit the video through and through, it was like literally like Thursday, if I remember right. Because I did a few edits throughout the week, but Thursday was the big day where I just decided to just edit as much as I possibly could. And I ended up not sleeping that night, so I've kind of completely thrown off my sleep schedule over that. So I gotta see if I can get myself back into the swing of things this week, but we'll see how that works out. Yeah, that's just this video in general. I want it out of my hair. Oh my lord. Oh my god. I won't stop talking about this video. I hate it. I hate it so much. My lord. Just gotta get it done over. There's an intro. Okay. I'm just gonna start freaking rambling. I would love to say more things and talk about more things. Like recently, I had a freaking dream about dying. So that put some weird thoughts into my head at the start of the day. So that was quite a doozy. I talk about that, but I don't want to get into those subjects, because I was getting a little afraid of the concept of not being alive for a while, and because things were really weird and it messed with my head. But yeah, that's pretty much all that's going on. Maybe that's a freaking message to tell me to just not stay up like an entire night and day to edit a video. That could be a factor. Probably might be my brain literally telling me to just stop, and just like literally putting a gun to my head and just telling me to stop and not do that again. So yeah, that's been my week. Just a bunch of like back and forth on the video, and just completely getting turned off on the video. I know this is like a terrible decision, like marketing wise, because I'm really like kicking around this next video concept so bad. But honestly, I kind of want people to skip this next playthrough video. I'm gonna have to upload it for the sake of, just consistency, just uploading every single bit of the way. But I wouldn't be upset if people didn't watch this next video, because I think it's the most cringy, just ear-tearing thing ever. So yeah, I'm not too thrilled about this one. I just really want to get past this, because after this video, the next 2 to 3 videos, I'd finally be able to play the MSQ again. So that would be freaking phenomenal, because I haven't touched the MSQ in almost 4 months now. So yeah, I would love to freaking get to that, so I can, play the game and not have to exclude myself from the my free company as well, because my head's been in the editing software, and I wish I could be faster at all this. I'm like ungodly slow with all this. My lord, I am so slow with all I realize a bunch of you have been really supportive and trying to get me to like just feel better about like being okay with myself and not hate kicking myself in the groin all the time. But I don't know, this is just kind of a phase I'm gonna have to go through this week, because me missing an upload every week just gets me in this mentality. So yeah, until I can actually upload sequentially and consistently, I'm just gonna keep hating myself essentially. So that's kind of my way of just trying to put a fire underneath my butt to get myself going. That's just my thoughts. I apologize, this Small Talk Sunday is a bit of a downer, but my lord, I'm just, oh my god. Yes, my life is literally this boring, where the only thing I can talk about is just with video edits, because that's literally just that, and have AFK farming. I have been doing some more PvP stuff, specifically feast stuff, because those queues take forever. So, and it was also a means for me to just vent anger a little bit at myself, because I'd be editing a video and I'd just getting more and more annoyed the longer I listened to it, and then a feast queue would pop and I'd finally be able to vent some frustrations. So yeah, that's great. I didn't win a lot. In fact, I was on a huge losing streak for a while, which didn't help situations, but you know, I've been kind of working with that. Luckily, I didn't get an ignore marker this time around, so that's great. But yeah, this has generally not been the greatest of weeks, and I really want this thing out of my hair. I really do. I freaking, oh my gosh, I'm just repeating myself at this point. So I'm just gonna go ahead and end the video here. Yeah, sorry about the negative Nancy mood this time around. Hopefully it doesn't put a bit of a dampener on any of your days, because you're great people, and I believe you all to be absolutely fantastic, wonderful beings, and amazing company all around. So thank you for being you, and keep on being strong being you. But as for me, I'm gonna keep kicking myself in the groin over my freaking ineptitude as of late. So yeah, that's that. Yep, that's the thing. Alright, just gonna end the video. Okay. Thank you all very much for watching and or listening, and I hope you all have a wonderful life, and don't click links. Alright. Take care, folks.